Today's show brought to you by HP. Now, I'm a big Ali G fan and really I'm a big Sacha Baron Cohen fan. And there was a brilliant interview. You should look it up. For some reason, there aren't that many versions of it on the interwebs. But there's a brilliant skit where the Ali G interviews Andy Rooney. You ever wonder? And he's sitting there and he's like, does you think that the media, and he's like, do you think, is what I said, does you think that the media, and he starts talking to him about the media and technology. And the one thing he says to him is like, does you think, for example, if there's like a big headline, like let's say a plane crash, that the media would maybe put out that headline like 2 days before to kind of give advance notice to the people? And of course Andy Rooney flips out and is like, how can a newspaper report on a headline that hasn't happened yet? But you know what? There's a lot of interesting precedent in the space about newspapers being able to be objective and independent, but certainly this idea of he who controls the media controls the world. You know, that statement has been attributed to many people. One of them is Adolf Hitler. So, you know, the ability to control the media and the information and spill information out. I mean, I've been going on about Balloon Boy, and there's the whole Tiger Woods thing, and there's so much speculation now, and there's so much, you know, the White House crashes, all this interesting reporting as cable news network television reporting tries to, you know, capture the moment as it happens in real time, be ahead of its competitors, that there's almost the tendency on one hand to be duped and on the other hand to maybe get ahead of itself. Now there's also an incredible irony associated with all of this, that you know, you've got Jon Stewart, the fake news on one hand, that has become more trustworthy and more credible than all the other news, and on the other hand, who are the media outlets that are actually reporting accurately on all these events as they unfold? It's actually, I can't believe I'm about to say this, it's TMZ. They got the Michael Jackson story right hours before CNN had confirmed it and verified it through 3 independent sources, you know, and they did the same thing with Tiger Woods. They knew exactly what was going on, you know, hours and hours before any of the media. The actual inspiration for this episode came from, and I don't have a peer over my shoulder, during or almost towards the end of the World Series, the Philadelphia Inquirer, because for those of you outside of the borders of the US, the Philadelphia Phillies played the New York Yankees in the World Series in the finals of the baseball championship. And what they did is they ran a piece of creative for Macy's, for the department store Macy's, congratulating back-to-back World Series winners, the Philadelphia Phillies. And the ad in question was you could buy the t-shirts and the caps, etc. And they had all the creative and congratulations and the logos, etc. pre-printed already on the t-shirts. And they actually put it out in the newspaper. Now, it's interesting to me because obviously this was a faux pas. Obviously this was a mistake. But the fact that both of those pieces of creative were ready, the fact that the t-shirts were designed, you know, it's not even a joke, but I mean, it's a fact that a lot of these t-shirts, all these Philadelphia Phillies t-shirts and caps and paraphernalia are shipped out to third world countries. And right now you've got literally, you know, dozens of countries out there that actually thought the Philadelphia Phillies won the World Series back to back. I mean, you know, they're congratulating the Phillies for the dynasty that they are as opposed to the Yankees. But the reality is that you know, when you think about what is true and what is not true, what is fact and what is fiction, you know, what might be, what could be, and maybe sometimes what does happen if in fact you spill the beans a little prematurely, it becomes quite intriguing. So maybe a guy like the Ali G, you know, in even taking the Mickey out of, not Mickey Rooney, but Andy Rooney, was onto something. And maybe not.